Hello, I'm Charles Traub. I'm the chairperson of the MFA Photography, Video, and Related Media program of the School of Visual Arts. We are also called the Program of Lens and Screen Arts, Still and Moving. We embrace anything that has to do with the image, with capture through the camera, with projection, with using the screen, and with the network and the computer itself. Students are from all kinds of backgrounds as well as disciplines. This is a place where people come from all over the world. The critique is the centerpiece of this program, as it is of any good fine art program. It is a place where you form a language of how to describe what a piece of art is, what a photograph is, what a video is, where you learn to talk about who you are by speaking about other people's work as well as your own. And over the cumulative period of 2 years or so, that builds into a way of knowing yourself as a creative image maker. The program is augmented by rigorous courses in the history of photography and video, by practical courses in studio lighting, or in computer techniques. The program is housed in a brand new facility with all kinds of state-of-the-art equipment. Computers and cameras and lighting and anything one might need to engage image making through the lens in the 21st century. We have been a leader in the field of technology in the photographic and video arts since 1988. We were the first program to engage the digital practice. We have a Visible Futures Lab, which allows people to work with 3D modeling, and lasers, all kinds of things. Remember, we're right in the middle of New York City. The gallery, the art world, the media world, museums, and it's very lively, even in these COVID times. We have, in this program, lectures going on all the time for the students and for the public, which bring in major people throughout the world of the lens and screen arts, but also other disciplines which are important to understand as we pursue the need to make a contribution to the understanding of our own humanity.
You know, because thinking it always takes time and it's difficult, and it means carving out a space to do it.
I kind of came out times a million when I got here in the school. So, yeah, I was quiet, believe it or not.
The kind of inherent slippage that always happens with regards to black people as subjects versus black people as objects, black people as themselves versus black people as representations.
I became a photographer by going to Russia when I was 26 in 1958 with a borrowed camera. And if I had never gone to Russia, I'd never been a photographer.
Blah, 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 blah. I was like, yo, dude, I can't listen to this. I've got to go to my room. I've got to take my 3 conscious breaths and let this go, because this is pure toxic poisoning here.
And one is abstract. You don't know what they censor, and you don't know why they censor. So everything was surprising to me.
I thought, wouldn't it be great to do a project whereby the only recipients were the subjects of a social documentary photo book?
The editing process is a long and protracted one, and you go down a lot of rabbit holes to get it right. And so we knew that we wanted to start with the blues music. The challenge was how long to stay with the blues musicians and the searchers before we went to the civil rights activists.
I think in a given week, probably more outside important people come into this program that come into most schools in a semester. We have a huge gallery in Chelsea called the Visual Arts Gallery, where every year students show their work as they complete their thesis. The school also has a beautiful state-of-the-art theater in Chelsea, which has in it really two venues, one for 250 people, another for 500. It is like being in a major theater anywhere in the world. And it's important for those who are making longer form or experimental moving images to see it on the big screen. If you're interested in SVA, MFA, photography, video, and related media, still in moving, I would urge you to look at our faculty. It is world-class across the board. They are artists and historians, theorists, who are known everywhere and who are mature practitioners of their interests. If you look at the names and you go and look them up, you can do this by going to our website and see what they do. You will know you're in the best of company. Our faculty are accessible. These are important people who have busy lives, but they always make the time for their students. MFA Photography and Video forms a community. This community is integrated from diversity that all our students represent, and diversity of practice and identity and race and whatever. But that community stays together long after they leave here. It is the network that they form for themselves that take them into their future, into the practical and real world that they have to function in the art world, in the media world, in the film world, wherever they choose to go. Lives change here. That's very important. It's lively and challenging at the same time.